Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Broku, and welcome back to another video. And welcome back to What If Week, and this is What If Gohan went back in time instead of future Trunks. Now, this is part 2, and technically it's a different version of part 2, as I've already done part 2 before. Well, this is the Dragon Ball GT version, not the version of where Dragon Ball Super takes place. Now, in the last one, I went into, the whole what if this happened into Dragon Ball Super, but not Dragon Ball GT. Also, I'm stuck in the Super version right now. I can't progress until we get more and more episodes until the tournament power is done. So, I thought it'd be cool to do the Dragon Ball GT one, and also, I had a few people suggest it, but I cannot seem to find the picture that I screenshotted of you suggesting it, so if you did suggest this, I thank you guys so much. Now, if you want to check out part 1 of this and how this changed Dragon Ball Z, then go ahead and check it out. It's going to be in the card in the top right, or it's going to be linked down below in the description. Also, just check out all of my other What If Future Gohan videos. I think you'll like them. But anyways, what happened in part 1 is that Future Gohan survived instead of Future Trunks. And Future Gohan goes back in time and warns everyone. But in this What If, Future Gohan actually goes into the time chamber with Goku instead of present Gohan. Gohan still goes in with Piccolo. He achieves Super Saiyan, but he's not as strong. And Future Gohan learns instant transmission from Goku, and Future Gohan actually ends up defeating Perfect Cell. And he gives present Gohan words of advice before he leaves. And between the Cell and the Buu arc, Gohan trains a lot. He spent 2 years training with Piccolo, he spent a year in the time chamber and achieved Super Saiyan 2, and then he spent the final 5 years training in the gravity room with Vegeta and also training with Goten and Piccolo. Gohan would become much stronger, but he's still defeated by Buu, and he would still eventually achieve his ultimate form from Elder Kai anyways. And this version of Gohan not only ended the Buu saga by killing Buu, and he also ended up being 5 times stronger, if not more, than the original Ultimate Gohan. And he has a mindset to continuously train to become extremely strong, as he wanted to protect Earth. So what else changed in this? Well, Buu was killed by Gohan, so now there's no more Oob, and that would change GT up a bit, especially the ending of Z as well. First off, Goku would never leave to head off with Oob before basically GT started and trained with him for 5 years, since Oob wouldn't exist. Also, as we saw in the 10-year gap of Dragon Ball Z, is Goku would train with Goten, and then Gohan would join in as well. And over the many years, basically replace the 5 years of training with Oob, and it's just the 5 years of Gohan, Goku, and Goten training together. So this basically actually would have started the same. But before we get into this, we need a bit of a power scale. So Gohan as a Super Saiyan 3 would be many times stronger than Super Saiyan 3 Kid Goku in GT, and a few times stronger than Super Saiyan 4 Goku. We'll say that Goku is around 10 times stronger than he was in Dragon Ball GT in this, because training with Gohan is better than training with Oob. He'd get a lot stronger. And we're going to say that Goten is equal to what Goku was in GT. So Goten's actually a really strong character now. And like I said, Goku training with 5 years with Oob, that made him very strong, of course. But training 15 years with Gohan and an ultimate Gohan who was stronger than the original, that's going to be a huge difference. Also, one thing to remember, guys, is that in the GT timeline, Gohan can stack Super Saiyan on top of his ultimate form. And it basically implies in GT that his base form is basically now his ultimate form, because Gohan in his base form is actually much stronger than Super Saiyan Goten, a Goten who could be somewhat similar to Super Buu. If not, he's still much stronger. Now, I know that's not how it works in Dragon Ball Super, but this is a GT what if, dang it. So the Pilaf gang would still come into play, and the previous events wouldn't really change anything. Goku would still get wished to become a kid, and he would need to go off with Pan and Trunks. But I'm going to add Goten in there as well. It kind of goes the same. They would eventually get captured by Rildo, they'd break out, defeat Rildo and Baby, and Dr. Mew would be killed. But the whole Rise of Baby thing would still happen, I believe. He'd still go through a bunch of different hosts, kidnap their bodies, and increase his power. Although I don't believe that Vegeta would become the main host. I think we would get a Baby Goku situation. And remember, this Goku is 10 times stronger than the original GT. So this Baby Goku would be around 10 times stronger than Baby Vegeta as well. Also in this, Baby actually tries to take Gohan's body, but Gohan's so strong that Baby was actually forced out of Gohan's body. Now if we compare baby Goku as 10 times stronger than normal baby Vegeta, and say that Gohan is around 3 times stronger than Super Saiyan 4 Goku as a Super Saiyan 3 himself, we can say that this is like a pretty evenly matched fight, as Super Saiyan 4 Goku wrecked baby Vegeta and was at least several times stronger, but baby Goku actually goes Golden Ozaru eventually, and now he actually surpasses Super Saiyan 3 Gohan in power. Realizing that baby was basically combining the power of Super Saiyan and Ozaru to get Golden Ozaru, Kibito Kai acted quickly. He teleported to New Namek to quickly wish for Gohan to have his tail brought back. Then the Blitz waves had affected Gohan, and he became a Golden Ozaru himself. This would be a really cool fight to see 2 giant Golden Ozarus fighting each other. It'd be really cool, and I'd really enjoy that. But then Gohan would be able to calm himself, and he would become a Super Saiyan 4. This would make him more than strong enough to defeat baby Goku, more than strong enough. And the whole baby menace, it would be finally put to rest. And the Super 17 arc, it could still happen, but Super 17's a bitch. He would get wrecked by the average Christmas noob on Call of Duty. But anyways, Super 17 would get wrecked by either Goku or Gohan in this. They are much stronger. Like, Super 17 does not have a chance. I didn't really like the Super 17 arc. It was better than the very first arc of the show, but it's the second worst one in my opinion. It's still decent, but it doesn't really make sense, especially with power scaling. That's GT in general, though. And the whole Shadow Dragon thing, that would definitely be changed a bit, because not only would Goku be 10 times stronger, but they would have Goten, who would be equal to what Goku was, and then they'd have Vegeta as well, and then they'd have Gohan, who was just a freaking god at this point, extremely strong. And Vegeta would get the Super Saiyan 4 form because he was jealous of everybody else having it, as Goku had achieved the Super Saiyan 4 form between the Baby Saga and the Shadow Dragon Saga. So we'd have Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, a 10 times stronger Super Saiyan 4 Goku, Super Saiyan 4 Goten would be equal to Goku from GT, and Super Saiyan 4 Gohan, who himself would likely be even stronger than Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, meaning the Shadow Dragons are dumb fucked. Fusion wouldn't even be needed. Gohan could dick on Omega Shenron while getting his Dragon Ball sucked by Videl. So honestly, this wouldn't change much. The Shadow Dragons would be defeated. All of the regular singular dragons prior to Fusion would be easily wrecked by any of these fighters, and even Omega Shenron. Now, Goten, Goku, and Vegeta, if they teamed up, they'd probably be able to beat them, but that's just because Goku is 10 times stronger than what he originally would be. But honestly, Omega Shenron might be able to still beat them, but then if you put in Super Saiyan 4 Gohan, it's not even close. He's at least Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta level at this point, because like I said, if he was several times stronger than Super Saiyan 4 Goku as a Super Saiyan 3, then he'd be at least 30 times stronger than that. And since Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta is dozens to tens of times stronger than Super Saiyan 4 Goku, and that makes Gohan around 100 times stronger than Super Saiyan 4 Goku. So he's around Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta level, so he completely just wrecks this. Gohan defeats Omega Shenron, and this changes things a lot, but I actually think this would make GT better overall, because the side characters would be used more. We get to see Goten actually do stuff, we get to see Gohan actually do stuff and not become a bitch again. Also, it'd just be the Gohan we'd want to see, and Baby Goku would have been a really cool thing to see as well, a different version of an evil Goku. Honestly, this was kind of hard to do because GT is a bit of a jumbled mess on its own, and has really shitty power scaling comparable to Dragon Ball Super in terms of shitty power scaling. Overall, I do love GT even with its faults, and I think this version of it could have been better with side characters being more prevalent and relevant, but it would ultimately make Super 17 and the Shadow Dragons complete fodder, and that would have been a lot more boring arcs or sagas for us to watch. So, but you know, I guess if they did really make this happen, they'd have just made it so the Shadow Dragons would be stronger. But what do you guys think? Do you prefer the original GT, or do you prefer this what-if version of it where Gohan's much stronger? Also, Future Gohan just never comes back because not only would he not really need to, and he never did in the show, but he became super strong. He probably could have dealt with the Shadow Dragons eventually on his own anyways, and he doesn't have the Dragon Balls anymore. They don't exist, so there's no Shadow Dragons, and I doubt Baby would eventually come to Earth, and also Super 17 I don't think comes to fruition either. So this is only a one-part what-if on this, because GT is only 64 episodes, and the beginning episodes are basically pointless to even cover. They're trash, and they don't really make much weight into the series. So I kind of just cover this in a single video, but if you really want, I can make another part discussing this and Super 17 and Shadow Dragon arcs in greater detail. But anyways, guys, please leave a like if you did enjoy, comment down below, tell me your thoughts, subscribe if you are new, turn on notifications, and also follow me on Twitter and join my Discord. Those will be linked down below. And also thanks to my Patreon supporters, Daraj Payton, the awesome guy who only supports Broku on Patreon, Zach Rotaku. Those are my Super Saiyans, and thank you guys so much. And thanks to my Super Saiyan 2s, Israel Flores, Mr. Ghoul, Darius, and Badass Thug. Thank you guys so much. I just want to say, guys, you guys are helping me out so much, and I just want you to know that, so my goal on Patreon is 100 supporters, because I want to hire an animator for my what if videos. So that would mean animated fight scenes, animated transformations, animated conversations between my characters in my what ifs. So if you would like to see a huge improvement to my what ifs and you have some spare change, consider becoming a Patreon supporter and helping that work, because it would also not only help me out, it would provide better content for you guys, and it would give an animator a job. But anyways, guys, I hope you have an amazing day. Peace out.